Hi, my name is Greg Ellis, and I'm the Director of Communications for the Tupelo Public School District. And every Thursday, we want to take you behind the scenes with your story, our purpose, and one heartbeat. And today, we're going to talk about security, one of the hot topics all across the country. So join me as we go to the Fillmore Center and learn about what's being done to make sure your child is protected every day. Here we are now in the command center. It's kind of the brains of the operation. This is where we can ensure safety for your children. Joining me today are John Jackson, Andy Cantrell, and Terry Hatch. These are the guys that make sure everything goes smoothly. Andy, there's been conferences and things that you guys have gone through to help ensure the safety of the Tupelo Public School District. Just talk a little bit about where we are compared to the other school districts.
Well, Greg, last 2 weeks ago, we got to attend a conference and we talked, primarily about school safety. And we found it's always good to, have that checkup to see where we are and where we're going in terms of our safety program here at TPSD. We found that we are ahead of the curve in terms of school safety, and it's because of things such as our command center here. We have well over 500 cameras flowing into one classroom here, and these security cameras, they're great, but if we don't maximize their value and have a gentleman here, a security officer here monitoring these each day, we're not really being proactive. So we want to be proactive in terms of our security. One example, let's say that Officer Hatch is operating the cameras and he sees someone over at Lawhorn outside our perimeter. And he gets on the radio there and tells our officer, hey, we've got a person outside of the school that we need to go greet and see if there's a problem or any issue at all. So by doing that, we make contact with that person outside of our school perimeter before they make it into the fenced area and before they're buzzed into the office, before they make it into our school system. So that's one way that we can be proactive with our school security cameras. Another thing we learned that we were doing well is our communication. It's vital in our safety plan. We learned from the Sandy Hook See Something, Say Something campaign. We implemented those communication devices such as texting 549-4445 or using the TPSD tip line. 80% of all active shooters had a plan. They told someone of their plan. And we want to make sure that that information is out there and that we communicate with our students to let us know. Let us know anything. If this information comes to our school resource officers, our administrators, and our security team. Another thing we learned that we were doing well is our security film that's applied to all of our buildings. We've strategically put this film on all entrances and other areas that we deem necessary, that the police department deemed necessary for us to have that applied. And what this does is it buys us time. If we do have an incident, the average response time of the TPD is 4 to 5 minutes. Well, this gives us about 10 minutes for someone to gain access if they want to shoot out a window. It's not bulletproof, but it is bullet resistant, and it's just another layer in our safety plan. We've also stressed to our teachers and administrators, make sure to report anything at all if there's an issue, and just to constantly stay ahead of the curve.
Officer Hatch and Officer Jackson, how can we let our parents know that when they drop their kids off, or the bus drop their kids off, that it's going to be a great day and they're going to be safe and get home safe?
The kids in our district are our kids ourselves. So we try to treat them the way we would treat ours at home, and also give them a valuable lesson about safety. And if the kid is not safe at school, they're not learning. So it's our responsibility to make sure that they stay daily and get home daily. So that's what I always dream about. Just, I come to work, I got a job to do, and my job is to protect and serve the people of Tupelo Public School District, including teachers and parents, and most of all, our students. And that's what I look forward to every day I come to work. They go home and they be happy. They get returned the way they come to school and they go back home.
Mr. Jackson, you got anything to add?
And I also try to ensure that our officers are visible during the course of the day, not just in the mornings or afternoons. But because we have parents and visitors as well that comes on campus during the course of the day. So we want those officers visible And to me, that ensures that when we are out being proactive, looking, observing, seeing what we need to do to make things better. And this, in the past, I've heard comments where it does give parents a sense of security.
And also, usually when parents drop off kids or buses drop off kids, first person they see would be a security officer, and that gives parents a sense of easiness that we are, like Officer Jackson said, we are out there and being proactive, not sitting back waiting on something. We try to address the issue hopefully before it gets started.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. Security is such a big thing. I feel more reassured after watching and see how the command center works, and I hope you do too. Thank you for joining us on segment 1. Next segment will be a little Elvis theme to it.